So I guess the question would be, does Jimmy Page funk? Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tommy Zamp, and today we're going to talk about the Crunge off of Led Zeppelin's Houses of the Holy. There's really no other song that they do that has the funk vibe to it, and that's why I think it is one of my favorite tunes to play. So Led Zeppelin, they're known for a lot of things. They're known to be the epitome of a rock and roll band, like a blues rock and roll band, right? But are they really, do they fall into the funk category? Most people wouldn't consider Zeppelin a funk band, but now if you listen to the Crunge, that's a funk tune. I mean, the groove of that it's killer. I mean, just listen. It starts out with the drums, then John Paul Jones comes in with the bass. We're gonna listen to it right now, and then listen to that. I'm not sure if it's a Strat, but it sounds like a Strat to me. That's why I'm playing my Strat here for it. But let's check this out. I mean, that's funk for days, if you ask me. I mean, you could hear the James Brown influence all over that. Even the way Plant is singing. I mean, it's ridiculous. Very cool, very killer, unique track, especially considering everything else that's on it. I mean, Song Remains the Same's on that record. Rain Song, No Quarter, Jamaica. I mean, and then in the middle of it, you've got this funk track. Anyway, but I wanted to show you the guitar part for this. So it's essentially two parts. We've got the intro, which is, and then we've got the verses. So I'm going to go over all of these parts, and I'm going to show you what I'm doing. So how I'm getting the sounds today. My signal is my Strat, my trusty Strat. I've had this thing since I was a wee young lad, as they say. It's like 15 or 16 years old, so this thing's been with me over half my life, and I am running it into the Universal Audio Lion 68. And if there's a way that anybody out there knows, I really am digging how I can dial in and save the presets to sound exactly what I want it to be, and if I want to go back and recall it later. Like, I dialed in the sound for this last week, and I'm only shooting the video now. So if there's a way that I can share these presets with you guys, like, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to figure out how I could do that, if anybody even wants it. You know, I'd love to tell you how I did it, but it would be way easier if I could just, like, send you guys a link to the presets. So Universal Audio, if you're watching, or if anybody out there has any idea on how to do that, let me know. Send me a DM, a link, an email, something. Let me know how to do it, and I'll put it out there for the YouTube world to see. Okay, but anyway, moving on. I'm using the Lion 68. I'm on the middle pickup here in my 5-way selector Strat, and it's giving me all the jangle that I need. So here's the tone, right? The first part it comes in on, we got the drums and you get the bass comes in, and then I'm gonna play it as it is on the record, right? It's all in the wrist. You got to practice your wrist. But I'm playing the 3 strings, the G string, B string, and E string on the 12th fret right here. And then with my ring finger, I'm holding down the 14th fret. So I'm playing the 12th fret and the 14th fret. This whole song concentrates on just those 3 strings. That's it. Your G, B, and E string. So it's funky. So you're gonna have to work on relaxing your right wrist and letting it just follow in. You know, set into the groove. All right. It comes in on the up. So. That's the move. And then work on getting the in-between, muting in between all the hits. And all I'm doing is I'm just releasing the pressure on my left hand so the strings aren't being pressed down. So you get the... You can do it with one hand too, or one finger, excuse me. But if you're over the frets and you're doing it, you're gonna get harmonics like that. You wanna be behind the fret with just enough pressure that it's gonna kill the harmonics. You're not gonna get any harmonics, but you're not gonna get this. You're gonna get that. That's what you want. Okay? So let's just do that again. Oh, I switched pickups. That's the one thing that I'm not a big fan of when it comes to strats. My hand moves all over the place frequently, and I need to work. I just gotta have better control. So, see, even I'm still learning. But anyway, here we go. It's a... Now, moving on to the verses. So we're essentially going to be concentrating right here on the 5th fret. Same strings, the G, B, and E string. You're gonna go between the 5th fret, the 4th fret, and the 6th fret in the first section. So you got... That's the first part. It only happens once. I just did it twice just to show you. So that whole section goes like this. And we're going to stop there. So we got 5, 4, 5. There's that pause. 6. All right. Let's try that one more time. I'm only going to play it once like it is on a record. Then I'm going to show you the second half of that. And then it repeats, okay? And that's all you got to do. Be aware of the mutes as well. There's mutes in between it. That's a very funk guitar thing. Getting all the chukka chukka chukkas in there. So the second half, there's a slight pause. So it's going to go... Again, I did it twice, and it only happens once, but notice how the first time it's going ba-da-da, ba-ba, 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 ba, and then it goes ba-da-da, da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Okay? So you're not coming back to the 5th fret before you go down to the 3rd. You're just stopping and doing you're giving it a rest before you go down. So the first half, second half. And then it starts over again. and you repeat that. And at the end, before it goes back up to the 12th fret, I'll show you how that works in a second. But I'm going to play through it. So it goes like this. 3, 4. End it. So you can see right there, right before he goes back up to the 12th fret, he does that first section one more time, but only half of it, right? He goes. It's quick. It's a quick move, and it's not the easiest thing to do right off the bat. But once you get into it, it's a good time. Also, if you have a wah pedal, I highly suggest using a wah-wah with it too. Just, I know it's not on the record, but playing this kind of funky groove with a wah pedal, it's just a ton of fun. Get a Crybaby, get a Vox wah, get whatever wah-wah that you have, dust it off, plug it in, and have at it. It's killer. But let's do it again from the top. I'm gonna play along with the song one more time, and basically to double check myself to make sure I didn't give you any false information. What do you think of that, huh? You know, double check myself. Alright guys, well there you have it. That is the Crunge from Led Zeppelin's album, House of the Holy. And I guess at the end of the day, if someone said, hey, does Zeppelin funk? I'd have to say yes. Yes, very much so. I hope you guys are enjoying these guitar tutorials. There's more to come. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. And hit that like and subscribe. I'm Tommy Zamp from Get the Lead Out. Continue to be good to each other, and I will see you in the next video.